Now let's wrap up the show on a very light note.
It is
I love
Friday
this.
after all.
We're gonna get beautified, okay?
Oh man, I don't know. Are they going to take my makeup off here?
No.
Our final guests are the co-founders of Glow Recipe, a clean fruit-powered skincare line. Everyone likes fruit. Yeah. Let's welcome Lee and Christine Chang. How you doing?
Hi.
Hi,
having us.
ladies.
And you brought samples.
You brought some
Yeah.
products for you.
Avocado.
Always love that.
It's millennial. It's an
Yeah.
avocado. Yeah.
So you guys were
Green.
featured on Shark Tank.
We were.
We had the pleasure interviewing Mark Cuban this year.
Did he give you a hard time?
Yeah.
A little bit.
That means you did good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like? And then tell us about your products. Yeah.
It was our first time being on a live television show, and it was, I would say it was a roller coaster.
Did you cry?
We didn't cry, but we were sweating a lot, and we were really nervous, but we walked out with 3 offers. We shook hands with Robert, and it was one of the best experiences ever.
Okay.
I'll say it's really tough in the tank. And it's true, you're like bombarded with questions and they interview you for an hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
Oh
They
my
cut
God.
it. They cut it.
They cut a
They
lot of
edited
it.
it down. Yeah.
But honestly, when you have the chance to have 5 accomplished entrepreneurs dissect your business, it was
I'm surprised you didn't shake hands with Lori because, this looks
Yeah,
very
it feels
television
QVC-ish.
friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in the show.
Yeah. Can I ask
Realistic.
what are your backgrounds? Before
So we both used to work. We have very similar backgrounds. We're from Korea, but we moved to the States about
The
10
capital
years ago.
of skincare.
Of skincare.
I mean, Korean
Yeah.
everything, right? You go to, someone was asking me where to get skincare products here. I'm like,
K-Town.
Koreatown, yeah.
And we were both working in L'Oreal for 10 years each in marketing and product development. And we were inspired by the latest technologies from K-Beauty, Seoul, beauty mecca. And we decided to partner. We've been friends for over 13 years.
You know each other from South Korea then?
Yes.
from our intern stages at L'Oreal in Korea.
Wow.
Way back.
Wow.
And then we were inspired and we realized Christine at the time, she was working at Kiehl's. Projects were sheet masks.
No
and
big deal.
essences.
L'Oreal and Kiehl's, like the 2 best skincare companies in the world. So
and then I was working on other technologies, and we were like, oh my God, we could just bring this over to the States and introduce it in our own way. And that's how it started.
Wow. So tell us about it. How does it work?
Absolutely. So our original product was the Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask. You can kind of see that the jar is like a little,
Can I smell it?
like a almost like a
I want to smell and see if it smells like watermelon.
And so the inspiration for this was that the fact that our grandmothers used to use watermelon rind on the skin to soothe heat rash. So in the hot summer months in Korea, she would rub it on the skin. Sarah and I both grew up with this experience, and it would be this amazing skin healer. So we wanted to leverage that
Smell
fruit,
that watermelon.
pair it with AHAs,
Yeah.
and then give you just a facial in a jar. And this product sold out 7 times after launching. There was a
7 times?
8,000 person wait list, and we were just blown away by the response.
Yeah, and it's sold in all of the Sephora stores in both US and Canada.
Oh, wow. So it's all over North America now. Now, are you making this in Korea?
Yes.
Okay, of
Yeah,
course.
of
Korea.
Yeah.
Of course.
We actually showcase the behind the scene making of this because we actually use fresh watermelon fruit and we pick out seeds with chopsticks. I mean, there's like a lot of hand holding.
So this is a whole
process.
deal, yeah.
Whole
Okay,
deal.
okay.
And I'd love for you guys to spritz this on your face. It's a watermelon
Here, I
glow
got you,
facial
Julia.
mist.
Okay.
And it's ultra fine,
Oh no.
but it smells really divine. It smells like
wow.
watermelon. We
So your
call
big
it
claim to fame is watermelon.
yes, that's
Yeah.
the
Our star
OG.
ingredient.
Yum.
We do leverage a lot of fruits because fruits are familiar to people, and it's just an incredible ingredient for skin because it's so antioxidant rich. But we pair it with actives. So avocado and encapsulated retinol, watermelon and AHA.
Oh, so there's retinol in the avocado?
There's retinol.
I mean, retinol's my friend. Yeah.
Retinol can be really harsh to sensitive skin, so we encapsulate it so it's really, really gentle and buffered it with avocado, which is so nourishing and moisturizing for the skin. So the two paired together makes it really gentle but still very
Are
strong.
there a lot
and
of
it's
avocado
effective.
products right now?
There's a few.
few.
Yeah,
There's
so
one
our
from
spin
Kiehl
is,
that
you
I
know, the
really
pair
like.
with retinol, so it's
I
very
see.
different. Yes.
Yeah. So how did you get this started? Because like, didn't they think you were insane at first? Like, like that's a typical entrepreneurial journey. Like,
Right.
have you lost your mind? You're dealing with multinationals
Yeah.
here who
We were
control
Exactly.
really happy at L'Oreal and could have kept working there, but we just saw this opportunity and we looked around, and in this company of 10,000 plus people, we were the only 2 that were like bicultural and had beauty experience in both
Sure.
countries. And we knew we were just uniquely qualified to start this. So we started off as a curation business bringing over the best K-beauty, natural, clean, always from the beginning.
So it was just labeled like it was in Korea?
It was actually different brands. So we partner with indie brands in Korea, but recently evolved to our in-house brand, Glow
Got
Recipe
it.
Skincare, which is actually only 2 years old.
Wow.
So you two, I mean, you said you guys had been longtime friends.
Yeah.
It's not easy to work with your friend.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Right?
It's like marriage.
How do you like who calls the shot on what? And then if you guys disagree on things, which I'm sure happens
Yeah.
from time to time, who gets to
That's a really
the
good
final
question.
say?
We
Who has
talked
veto
about this a
power?
lot. So what's really unique about our partnership is, typically with co-founders, one person does this and another person does something else, and then that's how they
You
complement
both run
each
the
other.
numbers?
We both run the numbers. We both do marketing. We both do product development
Wow.
because we share similar backgrounds. But I think it works out really well for us because we're kind of venting together. We're in the the thick and thin together, so we kind of understand each other. So that's also like a reason why we can always bounce ideas off of each other.
Did you go to elementary school in this country?
I did. And
Yeah.
then I moved back to Korea in middle school and then came back.
Yeah.
And you went to an American school.
I did in Hong Kong. Actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
In a
Yeah, so there's
international school.
bicultural. I grew
Exactly.
up bicultural. It's very
Oh.
interesting, right?
yeah,
So
it
there's
is.
very few people who understand both cultures,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So skincare in Korea is like, massive,
It's
right?
massive. It's the biggest category, and there's innovations every single day, and there's thousands and thousands of new launches and brands. So there's so many opportunities and infinite possibilities on how you can sort of pick and choose. But at the end of the day, we wanted to make sure that we interpret everything that comes out of Korea to what's understandable and relatable for the U.S. consumer and
course.
global. And I think that's our unique point of difference because we had this experience in L'Oreal in the U.S.
So how'd you get into Sephora?
So
What did
Great
you
question.
do
What
did
to
you
get
do,
into
right?
Sephora? I mean,
Yeah.
that's a big deal to be in a Sephora store.
They've been
Yeah.
incredible partners, honestly, and we have a long-standing relationship with them because we actually partner with them for our curated brands on their first K-beauty animation to help them come up with concepts and things like that. And always they've been such an integral part of even Glow Recipe Skincare from the very beginning. And when we pitched it to them and they understood what we were trying to do, we're based in New York, so we're not a K-beauty brand, but we're K-beauty inspired.
Got
and
it.
Our heritage is that. So they understood how we were trying to leverage all this amazing innovation and that approach to skincare, that joyful approach to self-care, but in this way, they completely got it and supported us the whole way.
I mean, we showed them a concept slide on my iPad. I still remember casual lunch, and
Casual.
Casual.
Yeah.
Would you like to see my
Yeah.
slide? Well, great. Here's my pitch deck.
and we had a lab sample. They smelled the watermelon, fell in love, and
Well,
that
what do you
was
think the first thing
history.
I did? That's the first thing I
Yeah,
want
the
to do.
first
We want to
question.
smell it. Yeah, of course.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's how it happened.
So what's your advice to other entrepreneurs?
Good question.
So I think, if you have a dream, you should definitely go for it, but you have to really assess the market opportunity and balance it with your expertise. And that's kind of my personal advice. I think you would agree. I think there are so many people with great ideas, but if you don't have the right background or the market research or the opportunity a little bit laid out, I think it's too much of a leap. So I would say make sure that, what you're good at, what you love are both balanced.
How about you, Christine?
I would say ask for help because I think we're
Ask for
always
help.
so, you're an entrepreneur, you're in the thick of it, you just want to do everything from 1 to 100. And sometimes you realize that you're not the expert at a certain field. And when
Yeah.
it's needed, you need to reach out, whether it's friends and family in the beginning, if you can't afford like a big lawyer, a big accountant. And then as you work your way through like building this company, hiring the right people. And right now, if we didn't have the team that we did, we wouldn't be here. Our team members are rock stars.
Or find a co-founder.
Co-founder. Well, it looks like you two are still on your honeymoon.
But you two obviously get along very well. Yeah.
Well, when they're not
Yeah.
killing each other,
Yeah.
right?
I don't think we could have done this without each other because the highs are high, but the lows are low. And
Oh,
having
yeah.
someone with you on the journey has been
It's a support system.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's a support system. And you guys understand because you're both bicultural, right? You
Yeah.
get it,
Yeah,
right?
we do.
Parental pressure from back home.
Oh, totally. Oh, you
market
get it.
back home.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. We're all ethnic at this table. We understand parental pressure.
I love it.
Perfect.
Well, Sarah and Christine, where do we get your product? At Sephora, evidently.
Yeah, Sephora. Where else?
Sephora.com, glowrecipe.com, and then globally
Are you on Amazon?
We're not on Amazon yet, but
Working on it.
we're working on it.
You're always working. Anyway.
Yeah.
Nonstop.
Thank you.
Thank you
so
so much.
much.
Christine.
So I think I'm going to spray you again.
Okay. I'm wearing contacts, so that's why I have to close my eyes. All right, evidently,
anyway.
that's the end of our show.
Yeah, that's the end of our show.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us today. If you missed part of this week's episode and couldn't smell the watermelon, you
Yep.
can catch up on all of our latest on Bold TV's Amazon Fire TV channel. And make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and
Yep.
wherever the hell else
Everywhere.
we live. I don't
And
know.
then you
Yeah,
guys-
and our YouTube channel. Yeah, we
Yeah, it's
actually
up.
have gotten that off the ground as well.
Yeah, we'll see you back here next week.
Bye.